Good morning, everyone. It's really a great day to see all of you here with us today. Today is Friday, August the 29th, right? I've been running all over the place. I apologize for that. Thank you for joining us. As always, we're here with a lot of respect and a lot of admiration for all of the agencies and people in our community that really go above and beyond. But we could not do it alone, right? At least for me, I know that I rely on God for everything that I do, so I want to take a moment and give him thanks before even acknowledging all the beautiful people in the room. I want to acknowledge God. Thank you, Lord, for your beautiful blessings that you give us each day, for giving us this day so that we can make it yours. Thank you for always protecting us, guiding us, and being with us throughout the day, wherever we are, whatever we do, and whoever we are with. We know that you come first always. In your name I pray, Jesus Christ, amen. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, everyone, for allowing me to do that. So I want to recognize some of our special guests. And of course, with us this morning is the mayor of the city of Laredo, Dr. Victor Trevino, and Ms. Rosa Marquez de Trevino. Thank you so much for always being here, and not just in this initiative, in a lot of the initiatives throughout the community. You are indeed very active, supportive, and that means a lot to me. Thank you so much for that. Next, I'd like to welcome our representing the police department, our assistant chief, Ricardo Gonzalez. I'd like to go ahead and acknowledge also the Honorable Melissa Cigarroa from District 3, council member. Border Region Behavioral Health Center Executive Director Maria Sanchez. Thank you for joining us, Maria. Assistant Superintendent for Student Services for Laredo Independent School District, Margie Martinez. Also from United Independent School District, Director of Counseling and one of my best friends, Ms. Melissa Chapa. Of course, we have a lot of people from the community, and all of you are part of the Suicide Awareness and Prevention Coalition. But I know that the mayor appointed some committee members not too long ago. So Earl Medina, who's part of the Suicide Prevention Committee, if you stand and be recognized. And Marina, would you also stand and be recognized? And of course, all of you are equally important. I know that some of you probably get a lot of text, and thank you because you are so wonderful with me. You don't block me. You always are there for me, so thank you. Thank you for that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get going. I want to welcome Mayor Victor Trevino so that he can say a few words and present a proclamation.
Thank you. Good morning. Dr. Victor Trevino, Mayor for the City of Laredo. I want to thank everyone for being here today, coming this morning. Today, I'm joined by my wife, City of Laredo Health Department, Area Health Education Center, and other important stakeholders to bring awareness to suicide. I know that everyone has heard that Laredo continues to progress in several economic factors and continues to be one of the safest cities in the United States, with crime statistics going down in almost every area. However, suicide is one area that we continue to struggle as a community, with a 9% increase reported in the last month. This is a serious problem, especially as we're ranked close to last when it comes to mental health professionals in our area and for a city our size. The sad reality is that sometimes when I have a patient in the hospital that has attempted suicide, I ask them if they really wanted to die, and their answer is no. They were just in a bad place. At that time, struggling maybe with bills and things that they had no one to talk to. So that would make a difference if somebody would talk to them. So as a community, we need to come together and talk to each other and be aware of the signs and reach out to the services that we do have. From a municipal government perspective, as leaders, we need to request for more resources from our state and federal partners. I know as mayor and as a local doctor, the amount of resources that we need are continuing to grow. But that just means that our advocacy also needs to be more consistent. And we're a family-oriented community, so we need to treat our citizens like they're family, especially when they're in a dire situation. And the message to give them is, don't make a permanent solution for a temporary problem. So I know that everyone in this room will continue to work hard and continue to work for this great need. In order to make sure that our community is a peaceful and prosperous community for everyone that lives here. Thank you very much. We'll stand by for the proclamation.
Thank you so much, Mayor, for those comments. And yes, you know, it takes all of us to become aware of what's going on around us, not just within our family circle, but our coworkers and the people that are your neighbors. Sometimes we don't realize that there's people that are retired, elderly, that need someone to talk to. It's okay to wave. Sometimes that's all they need to be reassured that somebody does care, that they're still around. And I think that all of us, I know I myself am already there, we'll get to an age where we will wonder, do I really matter to someone? Think about that. And you waving at that individual can make a difference for them that day. So always remember that. Next, I'd like to call on our Assistant Chief Ricardo Gonzalez to say a few remarks.
Good morning, Ricardo Gonzalez, Assistant Chief, Mayoral Police Department. As we gather today for this Create Awareness for Suicide Prevention, I see a lot of familiar faces in the room. A lot of people that day in, day out do the hard work trying to help people in crisis. Not only that, they go above beyond to collaborate with one another, to fill the gaps of resources that we have in our community. And that speaks volume of who we are. But yet, our numbers have increased. This year alone, we're at 25% over last year's calls for service relating to suicides. There's two sides to that statement. One, there's a growing need in our community. But two, the positive side to it is that people are reaching out. They're hearing the message loud and clear that they're not alone. And they're calling up on each and every one of us to step up and do what we can for this community. As leaders, we must do that every day. Continue to collaborate, step up our game, and fill those gaps. As individuals, we need to look around. We all get impacted by this, by suicide, and the effects that behavioral health and mental health issues have on community members, our friends, our family. We need to have those open conversations, honest conversations about their well-being. We also need to promote professional help. Studies show that it does work. You all know it. So we need to continue that. To me, it's a very personal topic because I've lost a family member to suicide. In the last couple of years, we lost one of our family members at the police department to suicide. This month, another of our members, a very young woman, is currently fighting for her life in San Antonio, affected by this. So before I close, know that people are listening to your message. They want for us to continue, and we will continue. And please keep Alejandra in your prayers, Alejandra and her family in your prayers and thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chief, and thank you for all your support, not just you, but your entire team. You're always just a phone call away, and you live by that. Thank you. I'd like to go ahead and invite our council member, Ms. Melissa Segarra, to come and say a few words.
Good morning. I'll keep it brief because I think what was expressed was so personal and so dear. I just wanted to thank all of you, the community that are wearing these "You Are Not Alone" shirts. Ms. Basan has really organized her community, her suicide and prevention committee that she leads on behalf of the city to raise that awareness. We know that our police department and their mental health unit, they are asked to do so much in our community. They are asked to take on a burden that I don't believe police get enough training for, because that was not the original expectation. But they are willing to go that extra mile for us and attend to those mental health needs when those people reach out. Our fire department has done an amazing job providing Narcan in our community and making sure that that simple drug is available in the communities where the need is. So it is not encouraging the drug use, it is recognizing that there is drug use and providing an antidote to it, because there are people within their family members, friends, who know of someone who are trying to reach out to them and who can get their hands on an easy medication to reverse a devastating effect from a drug that could perhaps be that permanent solution to their current pain. Our efforts as a city are always to show people that you are not alone, and we will continue to do that with all hands on deck. The Laredo Public Health Department has crafted programs that are reaching out with the school districts to try to spread the word, so that it's so hard to see someone who can't see the value in themselves, because you can't make that decision for them. You can only try to lead them to that recognition that we all belong. We are all an important part of our community, and we all have something to contribute. The future should be long and it should be bright, and we are trying to make sure that people can recognize that. So thank you so much for all of your efforts to make that possible.
Thank you, council member. It's really nice to have you be part of this event that's very important to us. Before I continue, I just want to also acknowledge Laredo Independent School District Director of Guidance, Ms. Cindy Dominguez, if you can be recognized, please. Retired counselor and an advocate for suicide prevention and a very good friend of AHEC, Rosina Silva. Also, we have representatives from SCAN. If you're from SCAN, please stand and be recognized. Another agency that's also very important in the community is Pillar. Thank you for joining us. Please stand. Texas Department of State Health Services, Office of Border Public Health, who's a great advocate in a lot of the AHEC initiatives. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Garcia. And of course, we always know that we will have the support of our counterpart. The Office of the Mexican Consulate is present. Carolina, thank you for joining us today. So, trying to be creative and innovative to get people to remember the message that you're trying to give in the community is difficult. Why? Because there's so many creative people in our community, and there's not enough ways to get the message out, and sometimes you duplicate what you're doing. Our community is beautiful because we come together to really hold each other's hand and walk towards the same goal, which in this case is to prevent suicide. Dr. Richard Chamberlain is not with us this morning, but he did send his very, very capable team. And I know that sounds cliche, but believe me, I see it every month. I see it between meetings. And I commend all of them, and I can't commend them enough for being creative, being outspoken, being more than what you think you should be. And thank you, Erica, for being one of those people. I'd like to invite you to the podium and give us some remark on behalf of Dr. Chamberlain.
Good morning. Dr. Chamberlain sends his regards. Unfortunately, he was unable to attend, but he wanted me to come today and convey the message that suicide prevention is a public health concern. At Laredo Public Health, we do have programs such as my amazing team that's here today at the Assisted Outpatient Treatment Program, Juntos for Better Health, where we tackle all of the barriers that contribute to suicide prevention, because it's not just having a mental health diagnosis. Unfortunately, sometimes it is small barriers, but it does take a community to battle this ongoing public health crisis. Laredo Public Health collaborates endlessly with Pillar, with SCAN, UISD, LISD, with AHEC, with so many organizations, because we do understand that it is a community effort, and today's participation here does show that the community is invested to reduce the suicide rates, the suicide attempts as well. Today does serve as a reminder that we're not just here to remember the 15 individuals that have lost their lives to suicide in Laredo alone this year, but to inspire hope in those thousands of individuals that struggle daily just to wake up. And we need to remind them that breathing for that day is just enough. That's all that's expected from them on day to day. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you everyone for sharing the same passion that we do in keeping our Laredoans happy, safe, and alive. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Erica, for those comments, and I know that they come from the heart because I can sense them. Thank you so much. Thank you, beautiful people that you just walked in. Let's give them a round of applause from Border Region Behavioral Health Center. And of course, you know, there's so many people in the audience that I wish I could name you all because you're so wonderful to me. Thank you. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Randy. Sergeant, thank you, and your entire mental health team at the police department. It's difficult to stand here in front of you and try to put into words what I really feel. Mercy Ministries, Casa de Misericordia, thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. Let's give them a round of applause. One of the most important groups, at least in my opinion, and I'm probably going over, but this will be the last comment, is the media partners. Thank you, because you always are present. Doesn't matter what time of day or night or day of the week or anywhere. You're there, rain or shine, so thank you. Without you, we could not carry the message, so let's give them a round of applause. So yes, before we do the proclamation, I just want to remind everybody that September is Suicide Awareness Month, and we have created a list of activities that are happening. We will be posting this on the AHEC Facebook page. But a week from tomorrow, we will have the 5K Walk Run Mental Health Awareness Fair. So if you have not scheduled your exhibit and you provide services to support mental health, do so now. If you don't want to walk, you don't want to run, that's fine. Come on over. Bring your family, bring your neighbors. Let them know that we're doing this. We're going to have a lot of fun and a lot of prizes. It's going to be at North Central Park, so we hope to see you there. But today at 11:30, from 11:30 to 12 at the corner of Delmar and McPherson, we will do the rally that we do every single month, and it gets bigger and bigger. Thank you, council member, for joining us, and the police department and SCAN, and a lot of agencies that are part of that. And then, this is really good news because this is something new. On September the 10th, which is National Suicide Awareness Day, Quickie Bakery will be doing the theme of the 988 conchas. So please go by, take a picture with them, eat a concha. I know we're going to have some. So please, 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 this is an example of how community members and agencies are coming together. Why? Because we want to save lives. We want to save your life. And for all you know, you're saving mine. So thank you for the energy, and I'll invite Dr. Trevino to come and do the proclamation. Can I have Maria from Border Region join us, someone from Pillar, someone from SCAN, LISC, UISC, Public Health, Texas Department of Health, Mexican Consulate. All of you are important. Someone from CASA, Mercy Ministries. veterans. Come up here. Thank you.
Ready? Office of the Mayor, City of Laredo, Texas, proclamation. Whereas the City of Laredo recognizes the importance of promoting mental health, well-being, and suicide prevention. Whereas suicide is a public health concern that impacts individuals, families, and communities across the nation, including right here in Laredo. And whereas open dialogue and education about mental health challenges and suicide prevention can save lives and reduce the stigma surrounding seeking help. And whereas, by dedicating a month to raising awareness about suicide prevention, we can foster a community that actively supports those struggling with their mental health and promotes the resources available to aid in their recovery. And whereas, through collaboration between the Laredo Suicide Awareness and Prevention Coalition, composed of representatives from the Area Health Education Center, Border Region Behavioral Health Center, Casa de Misericordia, City of Laredo Health Department, Human Resources Department, Fire Department, Police Department, Laredo Community College, Laredo Independent School District, Mercy Ministries, Pillar, SCAN, Laredo Specialty Hospital, Texas, Texas A&M University, and United Independent School District, and numerous caring individuals from all walks of life we create a unified effort to prevent suicide and provide support to those affected. Now, therefore, I, Dr. Victor Di Trevino, by the virtue of the authority vested in me as Mayor of the City of Laredo, County of Webb, State of Texas, do hereby proclaim the month of September 2025 as Suicide Prevention Awareness Month in Laredo, Texas, and I urge all residents to engage in conversations about mental health, reach out to those in need, and learn about available resources for assistance. Let's come together as a compassionate, supportive community, working together to the goals of reducing suicide rates and promoting importance of seeking help and treatment for mental health challenges. Thank you. Should we do it? Let's take a picture.